climb on the new routes. The holds are so fresh. Some people love it, some people hate it. I like the freshness of it. It feels like very dry and rugged rock, versus the holds here that have been used for so many years now, which so many of you have been open here at this location for like 3 or 4 years now. But already got some used to it, so it was very fun being able to like go on something completely brand new, and it looks great.
Is the inside open?
Almost. We plan on opening on the 25th, I think the date is, so next Tuesday. I believe that's what the date is. So bring your shoes, and bring your own chalk, bring your smiles, bring your pals, because it is members, and it will be just members only for now over there. So it's going to feel like such a treat for all y'all, being able to have your own space and everything like that. The yoga room looks beautiful. It's beautiful. The lighting is really cool on it. So I'm not sure if you've seen any pictures or anything, but like, oh, you went past it? Yeah, they have tour videos on the Venture Up YouTube page, but specifically with the yoga room. The inside color, it's green. The floor is like a corkboard looking type of material. And with the lights, they have like a drop down ceiling so that the lights are above it. And they poke little holes or drilled holes into it. And so it kind of looks like stars on the ceiling. It's so beautiful. You get the dimming and everything. So I can't wait to go and have some fun there with you guys. It's going to be so fun. So for today's class, I figured that we can work on some ab work and some hamstrings. Since most of the ab work that we're going to be doing is the lower abs, so more into the hips, the underneath, because there's so many in the spectrum when it comes to our abs. And so a lot of leg work today. Do we have any requests on what we would like to do? Anything to add in there, any asanas, or even if you wanted to just like add something that's more for back support, more for shoulders, I think we can add a little bit of that too. And how's your bodies feeling? Are we feeling pretty good today? Anything that I should know about?
I'm usually trying somewhere.
As we are in the climbing world. I'm sorry, what was your name?
My name is Sri.
Sri? I'm Julia.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. They're to dentistry that used to come to my class, and so I saw the name. I'm like, oh, somebody else.
Yeah, most likely. I'm brand new to this town.
Oh, to the town? Oh, so then that means you're brand new to the gym. Oh my gosh, welcome. And welcome to Milwaukee. What brought you here?
I got a job here.
Nice.
Yeah. Am I blocking?
No.
Okay.
No blocking. It's just for those who are at home that want to have their yoga fun, they can join with us.
Cool.
I try to angle it so that it's not right here in our faces or back there and things like that. So hopefully it's not bothersome. Well, congratulations on your new job and living here. Milwaukee is a really awesome town or city, but it feels like a town because grow small on you quickly, but in a good way.
They were telling me that last week. So that's really cool, and we missed you.
It's Milwaukee. It's a great place, especially. I mean, are you from the city at all? Like a big city?
I'm from a big city, yeah.
Oh, okay, because for me, this is my first big city living experience, and I specifically chose Milwaukee because it's not like as huge, and it's definitely a great place to like start and figure yourself out, or your job, business, or anything that needs figuring out. It's a great place to go and navigate that.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. So, as a welcoming gift, I'm going to make you sweat, make you cry. You wishing you've never done yoga in your life. gonna go ahead and we are just going to, for our grounding, we're gonna actually start in a square pose. So instead of an easy pose, we're going to have our top knee above our bottom foot, then our top foot above our bottom knee, create some space. And then if you would like here, you can start to lift the chest. And then maybe bring your stomach in, find a little bit of engagement. So stop the music so that we can have time to ground here. Then as you close your eyes and lift up to the chest, and start with your breaths here. And slowly take a deep inhale in through your nose. And then out through your mouth. And so then, as we find our sense of grounding here, let's take a deep inhale, bring your shoulders all the way to your ears, chest to follow, navel to follow, and then rotate the shoulders back, and exhale, keeping that nice strong posture. And then as we're here in our posture, you want to take your right hand onto the stomach and your left hand onto the lower spine. If you start to feel some roundness, maybe looking up to the chest, feeling some of that neutral spine here without over dipping, meaning not bringing our core pelvic too much forward here. Staying nice and strong into this posture. If we are familiar with the Ujjayi breath allows us, as we inhale through the nose, exhale through the throat, allows us to work more with our diaphragm as we breathe. And with working with the diaphragm, keeping our core slightly engaged as we exhale, this breath allows us to stay strong, sturdy, and balanced throughout the more difficult asanas where we need to have that balance, where we need to have that concentration so that we don't topple over, where we keep ourselves nice and engaged. And as we exit the throat, it might sound like a clearing, or better example is the Darth Vader voice. We kind of hear his voice go through his mask. You can utilize this breath in times where you need the full concentration, or the need the full support of your core. Maybe going to help us go into a deeper state of asana, whether that's physical or mental. And to bring our palms down to our sides here, fingertips up, take a deep inhale, palms towards the ceiling, sun breath. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise, sun breath, and really allow the energy to come from the chest outwards to your fingertips. Exhale. Release a lot of momentum to the arms as you rise. And then this time, we're going to inhale, fingertips, forward fold, hands onto the mat or the floor in front of you. Opening up the sides of our hips a little bit into the glutes. We're just taking a couple breaths here. You can possibly press your hands into the ground and help Bring your tailbone more towards the mat if you feel it rising. And as you're here in the forward fold, you can very gently walk your hands over towards the right side of the mat, getting more into the side body. Especially when we work with our core, abs, our hips, hamstrings, it is important that we do bring some side body bending. So we can open up more to the obliques, their lats. Create some more movement for our shoulders and for our lower torso. You very gently start to walk your hands over towards the opposite side. Breathing your chest as you forward fold. And if you want to get more of a folding action, if we may not have a lot of range of motion to fold forward, you can always place your hands on some blocks. Go ahead and take one more breath here. And why don't we slowly make our way back to the center. And as they make their way to the center, let's bring your chest forward and rise your belly into a cow spine. Exhale into a cat spine, chin the chest. And very slowly come back into that seated position. And since we were at square toes, why don't we go ahead and flip the rotation of our feet. So whatever foot was on the bottom, you can place it on the top. You may feel that this side might be a little tighter, might have more flexibility, just keep that in mind. And let's go ahead and go to the 3 sun breaths here, palms out. Really let the energy come from the chest outward first. Inhale, rise, all the way up towards the ceiling. Open the palms, exhale, release. Ground 2 more times. Once you reach your third one, you can then exhale and hinge forward fold. And maybe move your chest forward, take it down. And on the next breath, inhale, walk your way over first to the right side. And on the next breath, you can go ahead and walk over towards the opposite side. And when you're ready, you can walk your hands back to the center, cow cross spine. Inhale, chest forward, ankles up. Exhale, cat spine, chin to chest. Slowly make your way back into your square position as we go ahead and take the palms out to the sides and rise some breath. Keep the right arm lifted, and then left hand comes down. Let the beat the chest. Inhale, side bend forward towards the left side of the room. Inhale, rise. Lower the right hand. Inhale, side bend to the right side of the room. Inhale through the chest. Inhale, rise, arms up towards the ceiling. Keep the chest lifted. Exhale, twist over to the left side of the room. Right hand onto the thigh, left arm behind into twist. And inhale, rise, arms up towards the ceiling, all the way towards the opposite side. Right arm behind, left hand onto the thigh. Balancing it through the chest as you twist. And then inhale, rise, arms up towards the ceiling. And then let me go ahead and switch to rotation again. And then press the arms up towards the ceiling. You can then lower the left hand. Inhale, right arm towards the left side. Right. Inhale, rise. Left arm, right arm lowers. Inhale, side bend to the right side. Inhale, rise, both arms towards the ceiling. And inhale, twist to the left side, chest is lifted. And then if you feel like it's difficult for us to reach the ground behind us, we feel like we're punching forward with our chest, we can lift it up towards the ceiling and possibly place a block underneath your hand. And then inhale, twist, rise, arms towards the ceiling. Just go ahead, twist to the opposite side here. And then inhale, rise, arms towards the ceiling. And let's go ahead and slowly release the legs. A little windshield wipe side to side. Or maybe straighten out through the legs. Shake it out a little bit. And then once we go ahead and make our way onto our knees and knees here, coming into tabletop position. Good. And then as you come into tabletop position, you can do some cat cows. You rotate the shoulders back, like the chest up, the other one in the cow. And then as you exhale, we can make our way into cat, breathe it up again, chin to chest. You can have your own personal time on your mat here, go through your own cat cows. And then if you want to add some spice to it, you can maybe go through some hip circulations as you go through your cat-cow spine. Or maybe you can bring your hips side to side, trying to meet the shoulder with the hip. Really anything that will get your spine moving, make your hips happy. Some neck movement as well. Good. And then as you're getting the cat out, why don't we go ahead and come into our first ab workout today, our balance tabletop. So why don't we press the right foot into the ground, up the right foot, and extend the left leg. And then as we extend the left leg out, before we extend the right arm, why don't we just create little mini circles with the left foot, pointing the left foot towards the back of the room. And so here is a good time to bring up a dry breath, where we inhale through the nose, exhale through the throat, bringing your core in towards your spine so that we're not dipping our stomach and keep it nice and strong. Reverse the rotation. Good. So we're getting nice balance here with your core. We're getting some strong mobility in the left hip socket. Good. And then from here, we can find some stillness. Good. Bring the core in and inhale, bring the right arm forward, balance, tabletop. Good. Hold this here for 5 breaths. Arm is risen. Good. Bring the open core in. And then after our 5 breaths, inhale, move the elbow to the center. Exhale, release. Inhale, move the elbow. Exhale, release. Go ahead and do this 10 more times. Or I should say 8 for a total of 10. You should have more movement easily in the elbow. Try to keep our foot sole in place. Okay. I want you to done your total of 10. You can then lower the right hand, lower the left toe, and inhale, hamstring stretch with the left leg. Nice. Just for a couple breaths here. And then once we got a good stretch with the left hamstring, we can come back, look at the left leg. We can bend to the left knee. Bring our right arm forward and grab onto the left foot. Inhale, press the left foot into the right hand into the chest. A little quad stretch here. One more breath. Keep the knee bent, place the right hand onto the floor, flex through the left foot. Then inhale, pump the left foot towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. Inhale, pump. Exhale, release. Good. Go ahead and do this for a total of 10 times. Keep your core nice and strong. Engage the right glutes and making sure that pump the left foot up into the air. They give you short little bursts. Or you can take it nice and slow. And then once you have done your total of 10, you do that inhale into nose. And then exhale release. Go ahead, shake up the hips, do your cat cow. And you can go up for circle at this time. And then once you feel nice and reset, you're going to go to the opposite side. So find your balance here, and then we're going to point the right toes towards the back of the room, making sure that our right hip crease as well is internally rotated down, so we're not sloping over to the side. We're staying nice and square. Bring the core in towards the spine, engage the core, and then create some circulation with the right foot. Then move your right breath. Keep you engaged. And you can reverse the rotation as well. And then once you're ready, you can then bring your left arm forward to balance tabletop. 5 breaths. Bring that forward hand to the spine. And then after you have reached your 5 breaths, you can inhale, knees at level to center. Exhale, release. Inhale, knees at level. Exhale, release it happens. I've had to kind of catch myself in the fingertips a couple times. Good. Nice. And try your best to keep your core more into place other than the crunching. And once you reach your 10, you can then place your left hand down, right toes down, do a little hamstring stretch here. Kind of gives you a little bit of a break if you need to do some therapy too. You go ahead and do so. And then once you've done a little bit of a hamstring stretch here, you can go ahead and bring back through the right foot. And take your left hand behind, a couple breaths, and you'll press your right foot into the left hand. And then do a couple breaths. You can then go ahead and release the left hand, keep the right foot back. And our knee may want to splay off to the side. So we're going to have that hip rotation inward to keep the knee down, flex through the right foot. And then inhale, pump, right foot towards the ceiling, exhale, release. Inhale, pump, release. Go ahead and do 8 more. And then once we've done our 10, you're going to go ahead, knee to nose, the stomach. Bring the knee to the ground, bring your arms forward, extended puppy pose, hips up towards the ceiling, chest towards the ground. You can use blocks if you need to. And some good time for some wrist therapy, so it doesn't need to breathe with this time. And then from here, forearms to the mat. Watch them come forward. Bringing our elbows, working underneath the shoulders. Straighten our legs into a forearm plank. Engage the core, bring the core into the spine. Engage the back core, 5 more breaths. And after the 5 breaths, bring the pelvic to the ground. And then inhale to Sphinx pose. Exhale, release the hands underneath the shoulders. Rotate the shoulders back. Inhale into cobra. Good. Exhale, release. 3 more times. Inhale into cobra. And exhale, release. Head. Your own pace, your own breath. Good. And then from here, you curl your toes, chaturanga down, your face is the water. So go ahead, curl out through the knees, hips up into the air. Nice, so we're creating that hip hinge, tailbone up towards the sky. Very gently walk yourself to the front of the mat into Uttanasana forward fold. Now let's go ahead and just talk to the elbows here. And maybe either find some stillness or maybe rock side to side. Kind of get your wrists just a minute to catch themselves if they need it. And then we can peace fingers, place your hands onto the mat. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. As we forward fold, we can walk our peace fingers while keeping our hips square over to the right side of the mat. So bringing your right hip crease forward. You might feel this underneath your left armpit. Good. Release the center. Inhale, walk over to the left side. Bring your left hip crease forward. Walk back to the center. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. You're going to bend the knees generously. Bring the tailbone down. Draw your premier chest up. And come over to your chair pose. Good. Keep your arms up. Inhale, rise, hang down. Exhale, chair. Keep the core engaged. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chair. Good. 3 more times. For the last one, inhale, rise all the way up to the back bend. And then palms together. Take a breath and catch yourself here. Wonderful. And then exhale, catch yourself here. Bring the arms back up. Inhale, rise, back bend if you wish. And then go ahead, exhale, kick hinge. Let's take the left foot back. And the left foot is back. You take the right knee on each side of the right foot. Drop the left foot, warrior diagonal. Open up through the chest. And inhale. Left arm towards the ceiling. So grab a block if you need to. And once you have found your stance, you can then pendulum swing the left arm down. And then forward to the front of the mat here. Good. Keep your eye gaze up towards the thighs. Open up to the chest. And then we're going to inhale, rise all the way up into our warrior two. Nicely done. So taking a strong stance, making sure that we're nice and buoyant into the hips. We're using a straight stretch for the left leg. While we get a little bit more to the side body instead of going all the way down, I'll just take the forearm to the side. And bring it towards the front of the mat, a little easier for us here. Inhale, rise, warrior two. We're going to do the opposite, reverse your warrior, bringing the right arm towards the ceiling. And then inhale, come back to your warrior two. I'm going to straighten out through the right leg. Keep your eye gaze forward, keep your warrior arms strong. Inhale, hip hinge forward here. So you're trying to bring something you can't quite grab. And then slowly release, right hand to the inside or outside of the right foot, or possibly to the block. Enjoy your breath. 2 more. And then inhale, rise, Uttanasana. From here, why don't we point the toes outward and bring the heels in. Okay, so we're going to come into our goddess legs here, and we're going to come over here so that we can all kind of see it. Okay. And so for our goddess, we want to make sure that our spine is nice and straight. We have strong glutes, strong feet, so we feel buoyant and balanced. Once we do so, we can then go ahead and come to our cactus arms here. Just prepare your breath to help you stay stable. Good, and we're going to kind of talk into a little bit of a series here. We're going to take our hands and just kind of place them behind your back, not necessarily lace, but just fingertips directly behind your head, fingertips towards the back of the room. And what we're going to do is we're going to lift up the chest and inhale, tap, knee to elbow. Exhale, release the center. Inhale, left elbow, tap to the knee. Exhale, release. On the next one, inhale, bring the left arm right arm all the way down. Keep the left arm up, open up to the chest. Good. Exhale, release to the center. Inhale, dip the left elbow down and straighten through the left arm. Right arm rises. And exhale back to the center. 4 more times for a total of 5. Inhale, dip. Exhale, release. And use your core here. Inhale, dip. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring the left arm down. Right arm down, sorry. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm down for real. Exhale, release. Good. 3 more. Those were repetitive. Sometimes when we get hot repeated the movement, we can breathe. And as soon as you've done your time, you can straighten up through the legs and do a 5-minute star. You can either shake anything out, shake it out. Maybe do some little shoulder rolls, anything really to organically get you out of that position. And then once we're ready, we're going to come back into God's legs, hands onto the knees, doing a couple twists. Inhale, guide the left elbow down, or left shoulder down, look over the right shoulder, God's twist. Exhale, release. Inhale, feet out to the side. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise, 5-pointed star. And then point the toes to the opposite side of the mat. Arms up to the T, warrior 2. Into a nice strong warrior 2 here. And then once you're ready, you can bring up forearm, bring forearm to the left forearm to the side. And inhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior 2. Put the left palm up. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Good. So release. Straighten up through the left leg. Take the right hip crease back. Come in, Chakrasana. Place a block with the knee to either in front or behind your left foot. And then bring your right arm towards the ceiling. Moving up the chest to the right side of the room. Then inhale, rise, straighten up to the front. Then go ahead and rebend to the knee. Bring the left arm all the way down, right arm towards the ceiling. Come into a deeper, full-sided stretch. Head to swing your right arm to go from the mat. go ahead, pencils in the right arm all the way down, walk back to the front of the mat where your right foot is forward, and come into plank. I said with your plank, we don't want to see a teepee, we don't want to see your hands, but be nice and strong with the glutes, hands right underneath the shoulders here. And we're going to walk, inhale, right foot behind the right, left foot behind the left. Exhale, step back, right foot, left foot. Inhale, right foot behind, left foot behind. Exhale, right foot back, left foot back. And so as we go through these steps, we want to keep the shoulders still above the wrists. Good. And we want most of the work to be through the lower abs and through the feet so that our upper body essentially stays in the place. Two more rounds. Yeah, and after the 2 rounds, and the shift forward, shot around into the mat. Bring the hands behind, hurt spine. Interlace the fingers together. Bring the shoulders behind your spine. Fist towards the back of the room. Press the feet into the mat. You're going to clean your eyes into half focus. Bring your chest up, arms towards the back of the room. Three more breaths. And so release. Go ahead and just shake your hips side to side. Then we're going to point the toes to the back of the room. And then with your hands, we're going to have them press onto the ground in front or by your hips here. And then from here, press the right foot to the ground and inhale, rise the left leg up towards the ceiling. Alright, so release. Inhale, right leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. Then inhale, left leg. Give it to the air, bring your right leg up, left leg down, hovering on the mat. Let it touch. Lower the right leg, just hovering, and lift the left. Good, so locust swimmers. So if it's a little comfortable, you can always place a blanket underneath your pelvic area for some additional support. So to keep the toes nice and flexed to the back of the room. Three more breaths. Good. Slowly lower. So you gotta do the high low. Those ones are so hard, especially when you're in quads. God. Oh, shit, you have to do the hips. Nice. And then we can slowly roll onto our spine here. That was almost not in class. Maybe look like something else. You go ahead and plug the knees in, rock side to side. Since we're close to the end of class, why don't we use the time to cool down a little bit? That being said, you go ahead and grab onto your strap, nearby. You're welcome. Let's just release some of these hamstrings a little more. And let's kind of cool down. There we go. Legs are up. I'm going to go ahead and take the strap.
And place the strap over the right ankle. And keep the left foot bent, the left knee bent. Left foot off the ground. Inhale, rise, straighten the right leg. And place the strap up to the heel and guide your right leg towards the chest here. If you can keep the knee bent, or if you want to straighten out through the left leg, you can go ahead and do so. Bring the strap up first, leg close to your ear. Alright, then once you are ready, after a couple breaths, you can take the right hand onto the strap, left onto the tee. And we're going to very slowly open up the right leg to the left side, right side. That's nice. Two more breaths. Inhale, rise, right leg towards the ceiling. Exchange the strap to the left hand, right arm to the tee. Get the left leg back, straighten it. And inhale, guide the right leg over towards the left side. A little supine twist at the same time. Opening the hips and hamstrings. Right shoulder should be on the mat here. Inhale, rise. Right leg towards the ceiling, and then just bring the left foot into the strap. And then lower the right foot all the way down to the mat, give it leg back or straight. And when you're ready, you can open up the left leg. Hover towards the left side of the room. And the next breath, inhale, leg towards the ceiling. And then gently bring it up over towards the right side of the room. Left arm to the T or cactus. On the next breath, you can take your left leg back up towards the ceiling. Move the strap. And slowly release, stretch to the side. Slowly bringing your knees in towards your chest. Hands onto the feet, moving into that baby pose. And at this time, if you wanted to incorporate any of your own stretches for the end of your class, you're more than welcome to go ahead and do so. Once you're ready for your Shavasana, you can bring your legs together. Take a deep inhale, bring your arms up overhead, straighten your legs to the bottom of the mat. Deep inhale to the nose. Exhale to the mouth. Enjoy the next few moments here. Shavasana. And as we're laying our Shavasana, think the quote for today's practice from Christian B. Larson. That to promise yourself to think well of yourself and to proclaim this fact to the world, not in loud words, but great deeds, to live in faith that the whole world is on your side, so long as you are true to the best that is in you. So as we begin to find soft, gentle movements from your toes, your ankles, your fingers, your wrists. The energy for today's practice giving you self-awareness. As you take a deep inhale, bringing the arms above the head and knees into the chest. Inhale through the nose, then exhale into the mouth. Very gently come to either your left or your right side. And whenever you're ready, you can gently make your way to a comfortable seated position. And for our final stretch of the night, you can bring your hands to our sides. Take a deep inhale, one final sun breath. Inhale through the nose. Palms together, exhale through the mouth. So thank each and every one of you for making it to today's class, whether here or in the virtual space that we're sharing. To each and every one of you, I wish you good night and namaste. How are we all feeling?